Lately, we have been seeing a lot of posts from people saying they're being kicked out of matches in Helldivers 2 due to not having a meta loadout. This is really an insane thing to hear about, as it really forces people into running the same loadouts, and that ruins the fun of Helldivers 2. Now, I don't completely agree with the whole metagaming thing, because on one hand, people should be able to play how they want to play, but if you are a serious hardcore player, you shouldn't be held back by other people. But I also don't love the thought of new players being kicked out of matches without understanding why. So today, I want to go over this meta loadout to help new players understand what exactly these toxic players are asking them to bring into higher level missions. So let's get right into it and start off with your armor. Currently, the armor in Helldivers 2 is bugged, and there is no difference in armor values between any of the armor types. So light armor is currently just as durable as heavy armor, but the heavy armor will slow you down, meaning there's really no difference to use heavy armor other than the way it looks. This will change in the future, but for now we will take advantage of it for this meta build. Now that we understand that, your best choices for armor will be any of the light armor just to get that increase to your run speed and stamina regen, or any light or medium armor with the Democracy Protects trait. With this trait, you will have a 50% chance to tank large amounts of damage and not die, and it is truly a lifesaver on the higher level missions. And you can get armor with this trait from page 5 of the free battle pass. Onto the weapons, your best choice for your primary will be the SG-225 Breaker Shotgun. You can get this from page 4 of the free battle pass, and this weapon can put in some serious work. With its high rate of fire, high damage output, and its further than expected range for a shotgun, you will be able to take out every non-armored enemy very easily, making this your best in slot choice for your primary weapon. Your secondary weapon won't matter as much, as you will mainly be using the Breaker Shotgun and your Stratagem weapon, but for me the best choice is the P19 Redeemer because of its high rate of fire. With this, you will basically have a backup SMG to use instead of reloading the Breaker, and you will get it very early on from page 2 of the free battle pass. Your grenades won't matter too much, but you will want to choose between the G12 High Explosive or the G16 Impact. And now for your stratagems. First up, you will want the Railgun. This weapon will be your go-to choice when you are fighting an enemy that will have armor on it, as your breaker just won't be able to get through it. And in the higher level missions, there will be a lot of armored enemies. But with the Railgun, you can make quick work of those enemies by landing well-placed shots on weak points. And you can even put the Railgun in unsafe mode to boost its damage even more, which you should always be doing. This weapon is a staple in this build and should never be switched out. Choosing the Railgun stratagem also frees up your backpack slot for stratagem number 2, which will be the Shield Generator pack. This will create a dome around your character that will protect you by absorbing incoming damage. It can't take a ton of damage, but the dome recharges quickly, so once it goes down, just take cover or run away until it comes back. And it will also prevent you from being slowed, which will make you an easy target. So as you can see, this stratagem is essential to staying alive. The last thing you want to do in the higher level missions is die, because then you get into this loop of coming back with nothing and trying to run through a ton of enemies to get your gear back, and you usually won't make it. So boosting your survival is very important. Your final 2 stratagem slots are a little looser, as you can pick between a few solid options, but you will mainly want stratagems that can quickly and efficiently take out larger groups of enemies and big bosses like Bile Titans and tanks. I have been doing very well with the Orbital Laser, Orbital Railcannon, and the Eagle Airstrike. A lot of people also really like the 500 kg bomb, but for me it's been very hit or miss, but it can be a solid choice. The Orbital Laser will move around the battlefield, wiping out every enemy that it touches, but it does have a long cooldown. The Orbital Railcannon will target large boss enemies and quickly take them out, and the Eagle Airstrike can be used to quickly take out large groups of enemies and outposts from a distance, and it will have multiple uses before needing to rearm it. So for your 3rd and 4th stratagem slot, I would say to pick between the Orbital Laser or Railcannon and the 500 kg bomb, then grab the Eagle Airstrike for your 4th slot. Or you could do any mixture of those 4 previously mentioned stratagems. And that is pretty much the entire kick-proof meta build. But honestly, don't feel forced into using all of this, as it will just make the game a lot less fun for you. If you want to do high-level missions in Helldivers 2 but you are worried about being kicked from a match, consider joining the Discord server in the pinned comment below. I will be working on building a low-pressure community on that server for people who just want to hop into the game on the hardest difficulty possible and just have a good time without having to worry about metas or being kicked out of a match. And I am currently working on some just for fun builds to use in Helldivers 2, so if you want to see the videos that I make for those builds, consider subscribing to this channel. But I hope you enjoyed this video and thank you for watching.